Well, hey everyone, my name is Sargent, and I will be your course instructor for this special online masterclass, How to Read 100 Books in 1 Year. We're currently sitting in the world-renowned Lanier Theological Library. This is a very special place. Christian theologians and historians and students from all over the world have come here to teach and to share thoughts and to study and to gain wisdom. So I figured there's no more fitting place to have this conversation than in a beautiful room that represents gained wisdom, because that's the heart behind this course, is gained wisdom. Who am I? I have been a pastor for the past 14 years of my life, and almost my entire life I've been in school in some way. I just finished my final degree in 2020, a doctorate of ministry in leadership development. But my daughter likes to remind me that I'm not a real doctor because I haven't performed surgery yet. So I'm a busy dad, I'm a busy parent, and just like you, I wish that I had more time. And that's what we're gonna learn together, is how we can maximize our time and change our approach to reading to be able to intake more wisdom. So why as a pastor am I doing a course on reading? It's not like reading is a spiritual discipline. Well, that's a fair question, but let me propose this. I do think that learning through reading is one of the many ways that we can grow spiritually and that we can stretch our minds to become stronger mentally and stronger as socially with our friends around us. And Jesus even tells us to love the Lord our God with all our hearts and our souls and what? With our minds. And a lot of times as the church, we do a really good job of talking about what it looks like for us to love the Lord our God with all of our heart and with all of our soul. But sometimes the conversation about loving God with all of our mind is a bit absent. And I think that when we do grow by taking in more wisdom, by taking in more knowledge, by challenging our minds with new perspectives, by sharpening ourselves, by becoming savvier, and not just in spiritual matters, but in all different matters, I believe that when we just grow in wisdom, that it really does bring glory to God. Proverbs chapter 3, it says, joyful is the person who finds wisdom, the one who gains understanding, for wisdom is more profitable than silver, and her wages are better than gold. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. See, this was written by Solomon, and Solomon was actually approached by God at a point in his life where he had pleased God so much that God wanted to give Solomon something. So God said, I'll give you anything. What do you desire? And Solomon says, I want more wisdom. So God granted him with enormous knowledge and wisdom, and we see that wisdom and that knowledge and his passion for learning in the book of Proverbs and Song of Solomon and in Ecclesiastes. He writes in Proverbs 4, don't turn your back on wisdom, for she will protect you. Love her and she will guard you. If you prize wisdom, she will make you great. So we live in this beautiful time that I think our ancestors would love to live in, where we have access to all of the experts. I mean, we have books on leadership. We have books on whatever field you are in. We have books on theology, on relationships, on how to become a better friend, on how to start a business. I mean, all of the experts out there have written books, and they're giving their knowledge to you. And because we live in this George Jetson future, you can have immediate access to it. Like, how amazing is it that you can be talking with a friend and they can suggest a book and you can press one button and that book is on your phone 20 seconds after you heard about it for the first time. Or you can press another button and some stranger will deliver it to your house later that day. Like, that's amazing. And I think that that's an important thing for us to keep in mind because a lot of times we're leaving wisdom on the table. And a lot of times we're not taking advantage of the time that we live in because we're so busy. And so my hope is through this together, you can learn not just how to make the most of your time, but that you can even develop a passion and for a deeper understanding of wisdom, a deeper understanding of how to walk in your faith. I think that as we read more, we actually become better leaders, we become stronger employees, we become more loving spouses, we become more loving parents, and I think that we actually become more effective in living out our faith because we're growing. And so here's what I'm asking you to do. This course is not terribly long here. I'm just asking you to give your full attention to it. I'm asking you to be fully engaged. And the things that might normally distract you, just set them aside. And for the next little bit, let's spend some time together. Let's have some conversations together. I want you to grab a notebook and a pen and take notes as we're going, because I'm going to teach you how you can adopt a new reading approach to help read 100 books in 1 year. Let's do it.